Welcome back to Mass Effect 2, everyone. So, I am Matt from the future. I made a bit of an error in this episode because I've been talking to you guys in the comments a few videos ago about the right amount of side quests to leave, because we've got this mystery squad mate and we're going to want to talk to them, and we need to have some side missions available to progress their dialogue, just like we've done with all the other characters. And while I was kind of aware of that when I recorded this episode, I still ended up doing two side missions that I really want to save, because basically I feel like these kind of more fun, quote-unquote, side missions, like you know, Conrad or the Batarian Bartender, things that won't have that elusive man end screen, might not progress the dialogue. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to leave the episode untouched, because I still read, it was mostly reading planet descriptions, and then there were these two side quests. But what I want to do is I want to leave the Blue Suns base quest and two anomalies available for the post game. And I did one of these anomalies, the one with the missile launch. I did it in this episode, but I'm going to leave them in because they're my initial reactions and first reactions to those missions. So, but just be aware that after this episode I will have just gone and checked off all the planets, but those two missions will be uncompleted in my quest log for the rest of the playthrough until the post game, where I'll have to redo them, and then I'll just edit out the actual mission. So that's just a heads up. If I'm chatting on about leaving stuff available, not leaving stuff available, then I guess you can ignore that. But all the rest of the stuff is just, you know, the planet descriptions and stuff. So that's where we'll start the episode. Welcome back to Mass Effect 2, everyone. So we're going to continue with our side questing. You guys gave me some fabulous advice about having to leave two side quests for this mysterious other final squad mate, so that we can trigger dialogue with them, because that'll be in the end game. So we've got a rival, we need to leave a few other quests. I only need to leave two apparently, but I might leave a few of these just because. We might leave Conrad, but what I think I'll do is I'll prioritize reading planet descriptions for the time being, and then we'll maybe do the missions on like Omega and the Citadel, and maybe leave like a Blue Suns base, or maybe a Conrad quest or something for the post game. But we're about to pick up a few anomalies, but I realised that Grunt might actually have some more dialogue. I'll just go and double check that, because we've done quite a lot of missions. If he does, they will be unlocked. I might just do a quick run around of the crew and check everyone, just on the off chance.
Shepard.
Just checking in. How are you doing?
Battlemaster, I have everything. Clan, kin, and enemies to fight.
Okay. Was this option here last time?
Did Okeer give you any imprints about the collectors?
You already know more than he did. Okeer's is barely useful. If you fight them, hit them hard the first time.
Okay. Any more opinions on the squad?
What do you think about the crew?
Good bunch if they stay out of my way. Dead bunch if they don't. Train them good if you want to take on collectors. Some of these aliens are
We've heard this,
too
yeah.
smooth.
That's all for now.
Shepard.
Alright, thanks, buddy. Alright, I'm just going to try everyone one last time. You never know.
So, Gabby, what do you think of our new Quarian boss?
Hush, she's right over there.
Ah, she can't hear us with her head in that bucket.
Yes,
Don't get
she
me wrong,
can.
it's a beautiful bucket. The whole suit is lovely, quite snug in all the right places.
You know I can hear you. Ha.
You idiot. You pervert.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe later?
I'll let you work.
Talk to you later.
Okay, I know how this is going to go. Don't I, Jack?
Hey. What's happening?
Shepard, we talked enough. You're just pissing around. No hard
I should
feelings.
go.
Whatever.
It's just that the only reason this is a bit annoying is because we're doing all this side questing stuff, so it's going to put like a big gap between like the last time I properly spoke with everyone. Right, that's the main issue. Maybe I should have done a lot more side questing in between other missions, but we got railroaded each time, right? It wouldn't have mattered. Anyway, well, I think Thane is my last option here. I'm pretty sure he's done as well, but I could be wrong. Hey, Mr. Krios.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I'd like to consider what we've already
You
discussed.
mind if I ask you
Not
a
at
few
all.
questions?
Nope.
I should go.
I shall return to my meditations.
Right, everyone else is exhausted. We've got that little ship actually up here we should have a quick look at. I think we've got all the ships. And no fish. Glorious. Right. So, I like this loadout, I have to say. I might do one side mission in a helmet of some sort. Just because this one's awesome. I don't know. I don't think I can do it. But let's just think about changing the colour scheme, maybe. Should we go full Stormtrooper? Which gold did I just have it on? It was this one. Yeah. And that one is quality. We could go silver, yeah. Yeah, I'm down for a bit of silver. Silver and blue might go pretty well. Yeah, let's try silver and blue. The gold might be my like go-to at all times. Should we try the captain's outfit? We've not really tried this. It's a bit clunky, but is it? This is like an officer's outfit, isn't it? I don't know what I'll wear for the main mission. I imagine we'll be in our armor anyway, but let's just see how it looks.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
It's always nice chatting with you.
Okay, and you also told me it'd be good to aim for 200,000 in if the three big ones, and maybe 80,000 or something in elements in EZO. So I might aim to do that off camera. I can't remember where we were up to in terms of where we are. Alright, we're in the Omega Nebula, of course. We had a couple of missions on Omega, right? And we're bound to pick up a few anomalies that we can just leave empty. But we're going to come back here to do the Omega 4 relay, so let's go somewhere else. The Minos Wasteland. Obviously, we could go to the Viper Nebula. We just don't have to go to the mission, right? But Valhallan Threshold. Yeah, let's go to the Valhallan Threshold. I can't remember why we went there in the first place, so. Okay, so there's 3 systems here. Oh, this is where the migrant fleet is. Amazing. Let's see if we can revisit them. Paz and Micah. Garvug. In 352 CE, Garvug was considered a bargain world, given to the Krogan to placate them because no one else wanted to live on such a frozen rock. Technically a life-bearing world, Garvug had a small farm belt around its equator and well-insulated marine life in its seas. By the turn of the century, the Krogan had completely adapted, breeding hundreds of younglings per family in vast underground bunkers. By the turn of the next century, Garvug's narrow strips of coral reef had been destroyed by overfishing and pollutants, and excess Krogan took to the stars to find another planet to consume. Garvug was treated as an object lesson by the Citadel Council. The Krogan couldn't be trusted to check their own numbers. Today, Garvug is a frozen wasteland, home to corporate eco-engineering efforts trying to implement sustainable agri and aquaculture practices. Krogan and Vorchapaks are a constant threat, and the corporations pay mercenaries well to keep their operations safe. This is an example of the real threat of the Krogan, right? It's not just that they're violent, right? It's how fast that they breed. And I guess, in a way, that's kind of a... It's like an extreme version of what humans do, really. The kind of multiply, consume, exhaust cycle that we're going through on Earth, right? Where the population's growing, we're going to run out of food, and so the planet's just going to be exhausted, right? It's a scary thing, but that is what humans are doing as well. So it's not just the Krogan that are doing it, right? They just do it at a faster rate, a faster pace, I suppose. I've just got you know, the Agent Smith in The Matrix, his speech about human beings consuming things, and his kind of hatred for everything that human beings are. You spread to another area, and you multiply until every natural resource is consumed. Humans aren't oh, what's the line? Oh. Humans aren't mammals, you are a plague. I can't really argue with the logic. Alright. Farless. One of a trio of asteroids formed around an element 0 core, Farless is the easiest to mine for low-yield EZO. A carbonaceous asteroid, Farless has a trace of water-bearing minerals and organic carbon in the form of kerogen. Currently, the asteroid is surrounded by quarry and mining ships extracting fuel for the flotilla. Interesting. I think we've got another little hidden one here. Yep. Okay, now there's 5 things here, so there's another hidden one. Okay, Israfil. Largest of the EZO trio, Israfil is a silicate-heavy carbonaceous asteroid. It's home to approximately 40 species of microorganisms in its liquid water, and was blamed as the source of the prion-based biowarfare agent EHE, exotic humanoid encephalopathy. There we go. I did know how to say that. I was hoping I'd get it first time. Used by the terrorist group Totenkopf in their attack on Gagarin Station in 2184. While many in the scientific community protested that Israfil didn't have sufficient atmosphere and evolutionary history to sustain life at the prion level, the asteroid and its EZO miners were nevertheless quarantined to reassure the public that the Systems Alliance was taking action. Though no evidence has yet been found that EHE originated from Israfil or was even synthesized in a local lab, the SSV Manila and a team of epidemiologists maintain watch over the asteroid's ship traffic for now. Population of 1,000. Lots of rich planets here, which is probably why the fleet is here. So where's this third one? There it is. Sneaky Kakabel. Second asteroid in the system formed around an element 0 core. Kakabel is another carbonaceous asteroid with a surface made of hydrated minerals such as carbonates and clays. Beneath its icy surface is liquid water with some amino acids. The surface of Kakabel is pitted and scarred with strip mining stations, where the Quarians took as much ESO as possible before moving on. These are all rich, yeah. Oh, damn it, I did it again. In our weird outfit. I'm really used to the leather dress now. I'm like really used to it. Duma. I know it's not the same spelling, it's just reminded me of that joke in you guys must have seen the Shawshank Redemption, where they're building the library. This isn't a spoiler, this is just a little anecdote. And he's like, Robert, and it's there, he's got a book by the author Robert Dumas, and he goes like, Robert, dumbass. Oh god. That is such a glorious film, isn't it? Okay, Dumas. Home to 51 moons, including the prebiotic moon Anafiel. Dumas is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with violent surface winds exceeding 1900 kilometers per hour. Like its sister planet Elohi, it's believed to be an extrasolar capture. Yeah, so the fleet is here purely kind of for the resources, right? And they're not disturbing anyone here because there's no settlements or anything. Elohi. A small hydrogen-helium gas giant formed around a metallic hydrogen core, Elohi will be the site of a rare astronomical event later this year. The comet Asaro will come in on its orbit of 70 galactic standard years and travel so close to the giant that it is predicted to be captured as a moon. Dozens of space probes from around the galaxy have been launched into the Raheel system to record this moment. Elohi is within the frost line of its parent star, where gas giants don't usually form. For this reason, it's believed to be an extrasolar capture. Travel advisory. A statistically significant number of distress signals have come from the 1 million kilometer mark around Elohi. Pirates are believed to be working in the area. In-person tourism is not advised. Well, that's cool. To see a comet become a moon. That's really cool. So this place will be good for a bit of mining if I need it. There'll be lots of ESO here, which I need to keep in mind. A lot of fuel. Oh, there is a fuel depot. I don't know if we can revisit the migrant fleet. Why don't we try? No, we can't. Oh, sorry. Every time. Wow, that's so cool about that comet being, or the asteroid being captured as a moon. I'm tempted to leave Conrad's quest until the post-game because we might be in need of some comic relief at some point. Okay, the Shadow Sea, let's head there. Aira. Oh, this is the only system here. Okay, Watchman. Watchman. Perched on the outer edge of Aira's small solar system, Watchman is a mid-sized rock and ice planet that has picked up a dozen moon-sized objects. Its nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere is too thin to support life, with solid ice covering its calcium-heavy rocky core. Footprints of the first surveying teams to come to the planet can still be seen on its practically airless surface. The planet, devoid of valuable resources, has seen few visitors since. Alright. Oh yeah, right, Horizon's here, of course. Prospect. Prospect is a hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant with 13 known moons, most of which seem to have dense heavy metal deposits on first scan, starting a resource rush by the colonists from nearby Horizon. In a tragic turn of events, a galactic uranium surplus drove half the mining firms out of business, and the surfaces of some moons are littered with the bodies of executives who committed suicide by airlock. Today's mining corporations have reached a much more palatable equilibrium and hold much more diversified and sustainable portfolios. Prospect is within the frost line of its solar system, where ice giants don't normally form. For this reason, it's believed to have been an extrasolar capture. Alright. Venture. They've all got cheesy names, right. A pressure cooker of a planet, Venture's thick nitrogen-based atmosphere is also the source of wealth for a small colonist industry. While Venture's high temperatures are brutal, the primordial soup is not as acidic as on other hothouse planets, and xenon can be readily collected and isolated from the lower troposphere by recovery bots. This xenon is then sold for use in ion drives and some electric lights. Venture's gravity is relatively low for a planet of its size, making the recovery more economical than it would otherwise be expected. And Horizon, obviously. I think we can land now. Okay, we swept up there. Should have probably read those while we were there, but... Right, this Minos Wasteland, we've never been here. No, there might have been a main mission here and I'm just forgetting. Fortis. In Kestus or Cestus. What, very Roman names here, maybe?
Anomaly detected.
Aha! Aquitus. Home to the famous Iron Canyons, Aquitus has reddish iron oxide dust, hematite, covering much of its surface, and significant blue cobalt deposits that freckle the terrain. Turian explorers have discovered hot springs in the polar ice caps, heated by magma in the planet's crust. In a strange combination of science and hucksterism, a small facility exports water from these springs, which is bottled and sold as having medicinal properties. The funds are then used to maintain a research station, which has discovered some fossil evidence that Aquitus once harboured microscopic life based on deoxyribonucleic acids. Deoxyribonucleic acids in these springs. I read good.
An anomaly.
Universal distress protocol. Unregistered user or record damaged. Status is not.
Probe launched. I have found something.
Anomaly. Surface scans report potential alien signatures from within the mining facility. Anomalous life signs detected. Whereabouts of facility staff unknown. So I might leave some of these. Yeah. Because I'm worried that, you know, like doing Conrad's quest and the bartender quest, because you guys said it needs to be a mission with, you know, the mission end screen. I don't think that Conrad's quest will have that. I don't think that the bartender will have that. Whereas something like this will have that. So I'm just going to leave that for the time being. If we find like 3 of them, then that's fine. I'll go and do them. But I might leave 2 anomalies just to play it safe on that side. Okay, Pytas. Though Pytas has a combination of features that make terraforming a possibility, the rights to the planet have been tied up in Citadel Council courts for the past 8 years. The running joke is that by the time the Council finally gives the go-ahead to colonize the planet, Pytas will have evolved a life of its own. Home to comfortable temperatures and a mild atmosphere of mostly nitrogen and argon, Pytas could be habitable with the addition of oxygen-producing cyanobacteria. Its crust is high in silicates and carbon, allowing for easy fabrication of construction materials. Smugglers, pirates, and other unregistered starships sometimes touch down on Pytas to lay low or make repairs. Civilian travel is not advised. Rich planet, though. Veer. pressure cooker planet with a thick nitrogen-heavy atmosphere, Vir is largely ignored by the galactic community. Probes have revealed a crust of nickel and scorched carbon, both of which can be found in abundance elsewhere, at far lesser temperatures. Alright, so we've got an anomaly we can come back for. Let's go to Cestus, which is the only other system here, which has 2 planets. Temeraris. Visible in Invictus's night sky is Temeraris, a planet named for the Turian spirit said to have inspired the crew of their first manned moon launch. A boiling hot rock planet, Temeraris is much hotter than its temperate neighbour due to a thick atmosphere rich in carbon dioxide and helium. Its hot surface is largely composed of boron. Surrounded by a thick dust cloud, Temeraris is often struck by small meteors, making exploration dangerous. It's very potholey. Invictus. Such a glorious name, right? Home to dextro amino acid based life, Invictus's temperate zones were settled by a Turian population that initially fell prey to a bewildering number of diseases. 2 decades after its first colony was founded, its population had reduced by half due to fatalities and a large colonist exodus. But when the Primarchs considered ceding the planet to robo-mining interests, the Turian statesman, Shastina Empress, ambitiously declared that she would start her own colony and double the population within 5 years. This effort succeeded, largely due to the colony's location in deserts with a minimal number of pest species. The image of Shastina's triumph in the frontier made for good political theatre, and the Turian population poured in. The planet's tropical belt still remains largely unexplored, and its aggressive organic life still wreaks havoc on Turian biology. A house in an Invictus jungle is a modern Turian phrase for an idea that seems like a good idea, but only to the one who came up with it. A house in an Invictus jungle. Invictus's atmosphere is primarily nitrogen and oxygen, and its surface crust varies but has higher concentrations of alumina and silver. Because it can support life easily, criminals from throughout the Terminus systems hide out on Invictus. Its official population is estimated to be half the number of sapients that are actually on the planet. Colony founded in 1939 CE, population 320 million and a half. Estimated to be double that, 640 million. Capital Shastinasio, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, because they have a much different diet and immune system, right? So this dextro amino acid based life thing. Okay, I'm really happy we've learned a bit more about some Turians there as well. I love learning about the history, man. It's one of the game's like strongest qualities, right? I guess that's why the first game feels the way it does, because you're learning all the basics, right? So you're learning all that stuff in the codex. Like there's only so much extra stuff they can put in the codex, right? Whereas, yeah, when they in the first game, when you're really learning all this stuff for the first time, it's really special, right? And all the stuff we've learned here is special too. I just mean, when we get bits like that kind of flesh out our base knowledge, it's really satisfying. So I think we've only got 3 clusters left that we haven't read. Obviously the Hawking ETA and the Viper Nebula. We're going to go to Sigurd's Cradle. Nice Viking name. Sigurd Snake in the Eye, right? Skepsis. Oh, and there is a mission here, apparently. A false signal? Alright. Okay, the first planet in Skepsis. Crick. Known for its spectacular geysers that can be seen from orbit, Crick is a rock planet with expansive frozen oceans. Though it's within the temperature and pressure range for human habitation, its thick atmosphere is largely carbon dioxide and monoxide, making breath masks or environmental suits mandatory. The most abundant resources for exploitation are the potassium salts found in its seabeds, which fetch good prices on terraforming worlds. Interesting. Creek. Oh, let's not forget this guy. Kamevits. It's always difficult when you see something that looks like an Eastern European word, because I think I could be wrong about this, but I think in Russian the W's stay as W's, but in like Polish, I think maybe in Ukrainian and a lot of the other Eastern Bloc countries, the W's are V's, right? Could be wrong about that. It might be the same in Russian, but I'm sure like a Russian would say, what's a Russian city that has a V in it, a W in it? Warsaw's in Poland. What am I on about? Krakow. I can't remember which Russian city now. Oh yeah, Moscow. A Russian would say Moscow, right? You wouldn't say Moskov, would you? Yeah, one of you'll have to inform me on that. Do Russians pronounce the W's as V's, or is it a contextual thing? Maybe you do both, or is it just W's are W's? Moscow is Moscow, not Moskov. I'm not sure. I know that in Polish, though, that would be Kamevits, right? Named for the 21st century pioneer of groundwater remediation techniques, Kamevits is an impressive layer of ice over a stony metallic core. Despite its size, it has only one moon, Noah, which shares its carbonaceous composition, leading astronomers to believe it formed following a giant impact. Iridium deposits have attracted miners to the planet who must work through robots and telepresence because of the planet's strong gravity. Get some Elcor in there. That's where the Elcor belong, right here. Heavy gravity, send them in. Alright. Appalling. Right. A hydrogen methane gas giant, Pauling's gravitational field is believed to have cleared most of what would otherwise have been a sizable asteroid belt. The 2163 mission of Space Probe Ultimate gave the inhabitants of Watson Reams a data reinforce. Gave the inhabitants of Watson reams of data reinforcing this theory, giving the colonists an accurate count of its moons, which is 66, rings, moon-like ring objects, and more than 200 impact craters on the surface of its metallic core. Ultimate has since been retrieved for reuse on subsequent missions within the solar system. Space Probe Ultimate. And these planets have such history to them, don't they? Okay, we can scan a moon as well. Watson. Watson is known in human media for two things. Its spectacular tides brought on by a large moon, and the bureaucratic snafu over which Earth nations got to settle there first. Watson is a garden world, first discovered in 2165, with credit claimed by the Chinese People's Federation, the United North American States, and the European Union. The Systems Alliance brokered the infamous Reykjavik Compromise, allowing limited colonization from each coalition in cities comprised of populations from each nation. Watson itself trends colder than Earth, with the temperate zone measuring about 30 degrees latitude in either direction from the equator. Its life does not easily map to Earth's evolutionary eras. Some islands have species that resemble terrestrial placental mammals. Others are overrun by arthropods. It's estimated that at least 2 more generations of xenozoologists will be needed to properly classify all the species of the planet. Fascinating. What's the population? Slightly higher than normal gravity as well. Really green garden world.
Anomaly detected.
Oh, Franklin. A large moon, Franklin retains a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide, but its less desolate surface holds no signs of water or life. In order to defend Watson from the pirates of the Terminus systems, Franklin is home to 2 Alliance spaceports and naval bases capable of fielding 6 fighter squadrons each and a classified number of interplanetary ballistic missiles. Mass effect fields keep the gravity in its installations. Mass effect fields keep the gravity in its installations at a comfortable level for long-term living. Okay, let's find this anomaly.
Report to hazard shelters immediately. Repeat. Javelin Mark II missile launch detected.
A missile
Report to
launch?
hazard shelters
Launching probe.
immediately.
Something on our sensors.
Scans detect an Alliance colony defended by a Javelin Mark II missile base. A distress signal indicates that the base is compromised by Batarians who have launched 2 missiles at the Alliance colony. Total destruction of the colony is imminent. 0 probability of survivors if missiles strike. Find the control panel in the Javelin Mark II missile base. Time of impact calculated. Landing party will have 5 minutes to deactivate the missiles after shuttle touchdown. Alright, so we've got 2 anomaly missions. We've got Arrival. I think we're okay now. We'll leave that other anomaly and we'll go and do this one. Alright, we need a crack team who are fast. So, who's slow? Mordin could be accused of being a ditherer. Probably not true though. Needs to be fast, so we'll take Thane, we'll take Samara. Ninjas, honorary ninjas. Alright, let's do it, team. Oh yeah, forget this. Let's get the Mattock back in there. Batarian terrorists, what a surprise. I'm coming for you, buddy.
Warning.
Armed conflict. Can't tell when.
Put them where we need them.
Oh, I've missed you, Mattock.
Hit.
I've not missed its ammo capacity, though. Oh god, we're on the timer, Matt. Come on. Oh, only a 6th one. That's weird. Ah!
Perfect shot. Going.
Embrace eternity. Kill them.
Are there more of them? I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm sorry, guys. That was terrible. I thought we'd cleared them out. Okay, we get a chance for redemption.
Armed conflict.
Warning. 2 missiles are approaching target. I am transmitting a countdown to impact.
Right, let's what the hell, dude? Oh, we can't even go this way. Damn it. I was going to say we'll try going the other way. Come on, we can run. Come on.
Enemy. Nice touch. Remove one. I'll hold.
their fate.
Oh, come on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, excellent. Let's go. What the hell do we do? Oh, right. It was red before. Threw me off. Let's do it. Oh no, hacking. Okay, lots of green. Yep, got ya. Green middle, there we go.
There is only one remaining kill switch code. Therefore, only one missile can be stopped. Use the kill switch code to save your selected target.
What? Oh my god. Missile 1 target, spaceport and industrial district. Apply kill switch to protect Alliance interests and tactical viability, albeit at the cost of hundreds of lives in the city. Apply kill switch here to save the city and hundreds of lives. With its industrial area destroyed, however, this colony will no longer be viable and will have to be evacuated. I wasn't expecting this. So we save it to be repopulated, or people are going to have to be evacuated? Are the people at the spaceport though? I mean the place is pretty disastrous anyway, right? I mean, we prioritize saving the people, right? I mean, Alliance interests, I mean, there's a chance that they just get attacked by pirates again, right? I mean, it seems like a pretty shitty place to have a colony anyway. Yeah, let's save we gotta save the people, man.
We've done it.
So bright. I think I missed a few things. How do we get up there? Guess we don't. That's the end of that. That changed. Thousands. It was hundreds a minute ago. Prevented Batarian radicals from destroying colony on Franklin. Protected colony's residential core. Thousands of lives saved. Sure. Okay then. That's a bit of a bait and switch. Ungrateful civilians. Not even a message. Alright, let's read the rest of the planets in. Darwin. A mid-sized rock planet, Darwin is ironically named, being one of the worst places for life in the galaxy. Its atmosphere is punishing, its temperature boiling, its chemical makeup toxic. Carbon monoxide and methane wrap the planet in an unyielding haze, and scans of its surface show only silicates and molten tin. Its daily thermal fluctuations lead to hurricane level vortices, 2 at each pole, forming eyes that can be seen from orbit. Despite all this, Darwin is still used by spacers as a drive core discharge point. Hydrogen pierces the clouds in the upper atmosphere, making for a relatively benign approach. Our probes would never survive. Wallace. An unusually small Pegasid or hot Jupiter, Wallace was originally an extrasolar planet that entered this system and was captured by the gravity well of the G-class star Skepsis. Tidally locked, Wallace's hot side reaches temperatures of over 2,500 degrees Celsius. While not large enough proportionately to the star to cause eclipses visible from Watson, it's easily seen at dawn or dusk as one of the brightest objects in the sky. Okay, that's Skepsis. We do have a quest apparently on Decoris, but the quest didn't show up on the over map, did it? I can't exactly remember what this quest is. We'll have a look on the journal. Okay, Sanctum. That's not here, is it? No, that's weird. I don't remember this mission. It's not in the journal, is it? Laena. Laena, which means cloaked, is a methane-clouded hothouse planet. Its lack of a metal-rich core and significant magnetosphere allows for an easy scan, which reveals mining equipment on its surface. It can be deduced that this mining occurred within the last 5 years. Any longer and the machines would have been worn down to nothing by the excessive heat and dust storms of hot iron oxide. Laena. Okay, let's just have a quick check of Sanctum.
Anomaly detected.
Yes. Sanctum is proof of the old spacer adage, just because it's called a garden world doesn't mean it's a picnic. Freezing ice storms cover the poles and temperate zones, leaving the narrow strip of habitable land at the equator. Dry but windy, this area is home to Sanctum's minimal terrestrial plant life. The planet has yet to develop land-based animals, though invertebrates grow quite large in its pelasgic seas. Mining, referred to as ice cracking at anywhere but the equator, is a common employment on Sanctum. The planet is rich in platinum and palladium deposits, as well as boron, which is locally used in semiconductor doping. Travel advisory. Carbon dioxide levels on Sanctum can reach 5,000 parts per million during thermal inversions. Travellers should carry a breath mask at all times and consult the Sanctum World Weather Service for warnings. Another advisory. Piracy is at a 14-year global high on Sanctum. Visitors should take appropriate security precautions. 250,000 people. Capital Vulpes.
Report back to Captain Nerum when you're done. Check all those tunnels for runners and report back to Captain Nerum when you're done.
Probe away.
Pirates, I guess.
Scans have found something.
Distress beacon detected on initial sweep is confirmed to be a fabrication set in place to lure unsuspecting ships into orbit for pirate ambush. Preliminary scans indicate that shutting down the false distress beacon will stop the Blue Sun's transmission and disable their ambush site. Surface scans show Blue Sun's communication signatures concentrated around a shuttle hangar bay. Okay, what I'm going to do... So, that has probably appeared here now, right? Weird. I'm unsure how many of these I'm just going to leave for the end game, because I don't think I think these will all still be available, right? Because I kind of want to move on to the main mission, if I'm being honest. After I've done my planet scanning. It's just weird that this doesn't show up on the outside map. So I think we do this mission now to maybe end the episode. And because it doesn't show up on the overworld map, so there is a chance that I'll forget it. So let's take Garrus. We're going to kill some mercenaries, so he'll be up for that. Miranda, you can come as well. Why not Ragnar? We'll wait and max out his overload, that'll be useful. This guy's just walking around. Hey, wait a minute. Guys!
Heads up!
Now let's move forward.
Yes! There we go! Felt that one!
Not bad at all.
I love this ride.
Yeah, it's time to die. Your time.
Nice!
Scratch one!
It's good to have the Matot back. The data pad.
Just landed outside the southern entrance. Get out there and take them out now.
Now. We'll see about that, buddy. I've not had a good look at our silver armor yet. It looks quite nice.
Concerns over employee safety, the Broadfield mining facility has been closed until further notice.
Oh, that got me. Oh, come on.
And stay down.
Oh, that was great. That was great. I mean, I'm sorry he had to die, but it was still hilarious. Alright, optional way first. Oh, oh. Sounded like he was trying to impersonate a ghost. Oh.
Hey, cousin. That jerk Selim just fired me for no reason. I swear the guy has it out for me. I hear the Blue Suns are hiring people to take out some dumbass vigilante on Omega. I'm gonna go show them how it's done. Wish me luck.
Oh, wow, okay, that's Garrus. Oh. Oh. Oh god, that really tickled me. Oh Jesus. Guys.
Enemy
I heard that. Oh, got them both. Nice. Don't mind if I do. Oh. Hello. Blue suns. Okay, another data pad.
We've got a major haul coming in from that dig site, boys. Move all the unsorted cargo to the mines to make room. Whoever you are, you won't make it out of here alive.
Okay. Thanks for the advice. Heavy mechs. Got you.
I see you, Shepard.
Oh wait, this is explodable. Garrus, seriously, dude. Alright. Whoa!
Defenses offline.
Not that one.
Really? Distract him. The door opened. Is there more?
Scoped and dropped!
Chill out, Garrus. Oh, damn it. Hey! No, wrong side. Crap. Do the scream. Whew. Got him. Nearly died again. Let's hope these guys wanted a cremation. I mean, just that guy just disintegrated. Oh Jesus! Excuse me. Sorry. More. I'll take it. Use Garrus as cover, apparently. Check the right side. More torture chairs. Client agent incoming. An agent from the prospective client arrived today. The client has asked for discretion, which raised a few red flags. On Commander Santiago's suggestion, I plan to persuade the agent to divulge the nature and location of the cargo. Prothean artifact confirmed. Well, that didn't take long. The client's agent folded under minimum pressure. Commander Santiago's hunch was correct. The client hopes to hire us to move a Prothean artifact from the dig site. With a little more pressure, the agent should gladly give up the location of the dig site itself. Dig site location confirmed. It took some persuasion, but the agent gave up the location of the dig site. I'm dispatching ships and men to the location now. Santiago ought to be pleased. That Prothean artifact is worth much more than we'd ever get for transporting it. Prothean artifact? Get me in there. Is the commanding officer still in here? Ah. Hello. Nope. I'll take the silver. Cool guys, don't look at explosions. Alright. Deactivated distress beacon at Brunfeld mining facility. Eliminated Blue Sun's resistance. Alright guys. We're going to leave that one there. Now let's just have a quick look at the galaxy map. Okay, so that's it for Decorus, and that's everything in Sigurd's Cradle. So if we have a quick look at the galaxy map. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick count again. We'll start at Sol. Obviously, so Viper Nebula is Arrival, so we're not going there at all. 100%, 100%, 100%, but there are missions on the Citadel. 100%, we've got a mission there. Eagle Nebula, 100%, we've read everything. Ismail Frontier, 100%, we've read everything. Crescent Nebula is where Ilium is. We've scanned everything, but there are still missions there. The Shrike Abyssal, Ezo Rich Planet, but we've scanned it, we've read everything. Valhalla Threshold, read everything. Hourglass Nebula, that's where Liara is, we've scanned everything there. Omega Nebula, we've got a couple of missions on Omega, but we've read all the planets there. Sigurd's Cradle, we've just been there, we've scanned everything. Rosetta Nebula, scanned everything. Pylos Nebula, read everything. Far Rim, read everything. Phoenix Massing, read everything. Hades Nexus, yep. Nubian Expanse. Calliston Rift, yep. And the Shadow Sea. Right. It's tough because I can't really ask you guys at this point because I need to make sure I've got my recordings in. But I think I would be okay to go to the Reaper IFF now. I don't think I'm going to cut anything off. We've done all the loyalty missions. We've exhausted all the dialogue for all the squad mates. We've done Liara's side mission. We've done all the major DLCs. We've done most of the major side quests. I suppose the only major one left would be the... Wait. Was that the Blue Sun's base thing that we just did? Oh god, it was. See, I didn't put two and two together because I'm an idiot. Yeah, so I think that this abandoned mine, which is an anomaly, can be our little spare mission because that will definitely have an end screen thing. Whereas some of these might not, because they might just be personality side quests, if that makes sense. That's a horrible way of describing it, but you know what I mean. Just side quests that don't have like a elusive man end screen, but Arrival definitely will. So I think we can comfortably leave all this stuff where it is and move on to the IFF, but I will need to do planet scanning. I need to decide what to do. Anyway, we'll leave it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Learned a lot of interesting history from the planet descriptions, and we eliminated the Blue Suns. So leave me a like if you enjoyed it, and just remember, everybody never trust an on-crate. I'll see you next time.